I shine my light upon the men of this world. It goes out from my roots to the top of my crown. I wonder why it is not seen. So begins my conversation with a large fir tree one recent fall morning. I have once again come to Vanderveer Park to receive a story of Jesus. I settle in with my laptop and blanket and say a prayer as I always do. All that is good comes from Christ, and He is the source of all light. And yet, there are degrees of light and truth. What distinguishes the light of Christ from all others, and how do we grow into that truth and into that light? This beautiful fir tree is willing to share what it knows about these things. The tree continues, "Have you noticed that the world is getting darker? Does this not make my light brighter and easier for others to see?" "Well, perhaps that is why I am here," I reply, "because I see your light. Or, more accurately, I hear you, and when I look, then I can see your light." I close my eyes to look at the tree, and I see beautiful white light from the roots. It comes together and it intertwines as it climbs out the trunk, up the trunk, and out the branches. Yes, it is so. I am excited for more men to see my light. Can you help them to see? I am striving to do so, I reply. That is why I am here with you right now. I help them to see by sharing stories of trees like you who know of Jesus Christ. Men need to know of His light. "Oh yes, that is the best light," says the tree. "It is so pure, so beautiful to behold, and sublime to perceive, to listen to. Let me tell you what distinguishes His light from all others. All light comes from Him. He is the source. The farther you are from Him, the less light is present. As you follow it, the light, and therefore the path, becomes brighter and brighter. Eventually, it is so pure and so bright that you cannot go astray. When we first seek this light, it is diffused. Think of a light from a flashlight. Where is it the most concentrated? At its source. His light is the same. All that is light and all that is good is of Him, for He is the source. However, when you first learn of Him, it seems that His light is very broad and encompasses so many things. As you continue to follow the light, if you choose to keep moving toward it, the things that you seek become more and more distinguished, more narrow. It becomes more obvious what things are light and what are dark. Things that once seemed to be light will now appear as dark. Stay fast in your understanding and seeking as this happens. It is simply the way to more and more truth, more purity, more clarity, more love, more light. All is good and all is of Him, but those who seek the light will find more and more light. It will fill their souls with gladness and joy, and they will become a beacon to others. You, my child, are a beacon to others. Shine! Shine even more so. Oh, so much more than you are now shining. Let your light shine before men, that they may glorify their Father who is in heaven. You lead others to the true light as you shine. Many, many are seeking. Shine in all your glory. You were made to shine. Once we find, we shine ourselves. It helps more to find the path, the narrow way. For as you have discovered, the way truly is narrow, becomes narrow. This is where the most purity resides. A light is most concentrated in one narrow beam. The light becomes more diffuse, further from its center and from its source. Thank you for listening. It is a joy for me to share. I have seen this effect in my own light, starting from this more diffuse light and coming more fully into that narrow beam that is the central light. There is so much in our world that is good and light and beautiful, and more light comes as we seek after Jesus. That light gets brighter and brighter as the path becomes more narrow. It's especially bright when we make covenants with God and grow on the path of being a disciple of Christ. As we move along the path and come to more and more light, one thing that I've noticed for myself is that we have to be careful that we don't judge ourselves for the decisions that we made when we were at a lesser degree of light. The light that you have now will make things that you did in your past under less light seem not light. So you have to be careful to realize that it's a process. And instead of condemning things at a lower level of light, be grateful that you are now at a higher level of light and that you have more light and that you can see them. And the same is true as we associate with others. The things that other people do that seem okay to them, they're simply doing because that's the level of light or the level of truth or understanding or awareness that they are at. And we simply are here to allow and help others to grow and to come to more light as they choose it. For as the tree said, we have to choose for ourselves to continue to accept more and more light. I know, though, that as we have more light and bring more light and seek it into our lives, we become happier and happier. And I pray that you will seek for and find more and more of Christ's light in your life. I promise that it will bring much more joy and peace to your days.